Well, hello there, everybody. It is I, your boy, H-Boy, and I am back with the Rachel thing. For those who don't remember, last time we finished on Mudbath, we finally brought back the stomach thingy, and then we went to a waterfall to wash off the mud. Then we had a splash fight, and then she came up with a bunch of really weird competition ideas. And then the video ended because I don't want to get the videos too long because they take forever to upload. So every time I do that, I only do I usually stop at around half an hour. Sometimes I might go longer, sometimes I might go shorter. It's different every time. Anyway, let's go back to the video. Okay, maybe not millions, but I can see it ending up as like a silly little game that people play, the silly game that friends would play together at camps or school or on play dates or something like that. Kind of like octopus or manhunt, tag, or clapping games. Because that's more realistic.
Rachel laughs, loving your idea. You know what? You might be onto something there. It doesn't have to be a profitable business venture, but a fun game that friends can enjoy during get-togethers or campouts. It has a certain charm to it, like a silly little ritual. Maybe we should get started on creating the official rules and ranking system for toilet races.
Actually, because I don't know. Actually, I'll do the rules, and then after that, we'll get out of the pool. What kind of rules would there be?
Rachel thinks for a moment, racking her brain for the perfect rules to a toilet races game. Well, here's what I have so far. 1. The goal is to finish your business in the washroom as fast as possible. 2. Timing starts when you sit down on the toilet and ends when you flush and wash your hands. 3. No cheating, like taking performance-enhancing substances or using devices to speed up the process. 4. The fastest pooper wins.
I can understand, because you also get substitutes like medications or whatnot. But what kind of device would speed? That's what I want to know. Like, what artificial device, like even in an AI, what kind of artificial device would speed you up? That's what I want to know.
Rachel pauses for a moment, genuinely contemplating the question. I don't know. Maybe a bidet or something like that? Or perhaps some kind of gadget that flushes the toilet automatically when you step away. I'm not really sure, but the rule is in place to prevent any kind of artificial time-saving methods. The goal is to win the race fair and square, with nothing but your own bodily processes.
Oh, automatic ones that you see at malls. That makes sense.
Rachel nods, feeling proud of her toilet race rules. Exactly. We want the competition to be based on natural talent, not fancy gadgets. It's all about testing your body's abilities and seeing who has the fastest gut.
Okay. That. How to go back to the soaking in the light, but then my uh-oh. Looks like I am having. Looks like the BLT sandwich wants a fight with me.
Rachel laughs at the sound of your stomach rumbling. Oh dear, looks like someone's got a battle brewing in their belly. Sounds like that BLT is declaring a war on your digestive system.
What? You think it's funny when it happens to me?
Rachel tries to hold back her laughter, failing miserably. Hey, don't give me that look. I'm just amused by the whole situation. It's like your stomach is rebelling against you.
Okay, but you went through this too, so.
Rachel laughs, agreeing with your point. You're right. Touché. I guess we're both in this together. She pats her stomach gently, feeling her own digestive rumbles.
Okay, because she has the competition spirit. Let's make a competition right now. Wait. Why don't we do our own? Silly right now. A good old fashioned cozy making fart off.
Rachel raises an eyebrow, both surprised and thoroughly amused by your suggestion. A jacuzzi fart off? That is certainly a phrase I never thought I'd hear. But you know what? I'm game. Let's do this, Boy Scout.
We can either do it. We can either compete for power. We take turns and the best bubbles win, or we go at the same time and first to run empty loses.
Rachel laughs at the options, feeling excited for the challenge. Decisions. Both options sound ridiculously silly and fun, but I think the latter might be more daring. Let's go for the simultaneous fart off. First one to run empty loses. Are you ready, Boy Scout?
I am ready. Let's get this lake bubbling.
Rachel grins, feeling her own stomach rumble in anticipation. Alright, Boy Scout, let's do this. Get ready for a jacuzzi like you've never seen before. She takes a deep breath and prepares herself for the ultimate fart off.
Okay, on 3.
Rachel nods in agreement, gearing up for the grand challenge. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I start making bubbles.
Rachel joins in, letting the farts fly as well. Oh man, this is oddly satisfying and incredibly embarrassing at the same time.
Who cares? It's fun. I love making.
Rachel chuckles, feeling both amused and slightly mortified at their own fart off. You're right, who cares? We're having a blast. Or should I say gas? Let's keep the bubbles coming.
There are so many bubbles. We can't even see the water.
Rachel laughs, feeling both awed and repulsed by the sheer amount of bubbles in the lake. Wow, we've really outdone ourselves here. The jacuzzi is almost more bubble than water at this point. We should be proud of our gas making skills.
We got this whole lake bubbling. I bet you can say you've never done that before.
Rachel laughs heartily, enjoying the absurdity of the situation. You're right, Boy Scout. I can honestly say that I have never created a bubble jacuzzi of this magnitude before. It's a first indeed. We should start our own business. 2 farts and a bubble. We'll make a killing.
Sounds interesting. What kind of business would that be?
Rachel ponders the question, thinking about the possibilities. Well, we could position ourselves as a unique entertainment service. People could hire us to come and create bubble jacuzzis and fart-offs for their parties and events. We could even throw in some extra services like fart-themed games and competitions. It would be a blast.
We could even make it a huge this hire girl who simply eat beans and carbonated beverage. Shake up a storm. I remember. I think it was my aunt used to say that like that when her daughter, my cousin, Tuesday was shaking up a storm.
Rachel laughs at the thought, finding it both ridiculous and hilarious. Oh my goodness, you're not wrong. We could basically create a whole army of professional farters. We could even train them to make different sound effects and shapes with their bubbles. Now, that would be a service worth paying for.
How would that even be possible?
Rachel grins, feeling her creative juices flowing. Well, we could experiment with different diet plans for each farter. Like, we could train one girl to make perfect heart-shaped bubbles, another to make square ones, etc. We could even create custom bubble fart patterns for each event. The possibilities are endless.
Looks like you are almost empty.
Rachel laughs, feeling the reality of her bubble output. You're right, I'm losing steam. My supply of gas is almost running on empty. It seems like you're the winner of this round, Boy Scout.
I win, I am...
Rachel laughs, pretending to pout and sulk in defeat. Alright, you win. You're the jacuzzi fart champion. Your gas beat mine. I bow down to your superior bubble-making skills. Rachel chuckles, surveying the aftermath of their gassy jacuzzi. Indeed, we sure did. The lake is now officially tainted with our gas. The fish should be pretty uncomfortable right now. Rachel nods, still giggling at the entire situation. Yes, I hope so too. Otherwise, the lake might end up a permanent bubble jacuzzi. But hey, it was a pretty memorable experience, wasn't it?
Are you ready to get dressed?
Rachel nods, feeling a bit relieved that the fart-off is over. Yes, I think we've had enough fun in the fart jacuzzi. It's time to get out and get dressed. And maybe put on some freshener to cover up the smell. Rachel takes the bra and panties from you, feeling grateful for your thoughtfulness. Thanks, Boy Scout. Appreciate the assistance. This is definitely a lot easier with some help. She starts putting her bra and panties back on, feeling a mix of comfort and nervousness at being half naked in front of you.
There you are, your full outfit.
Rachel smiles, taking the crop top and shorts from you. Thanks for being my personal assistant. You're like a little helper bee, grabbing my clothes and handing them to me. It's much appreciated. She starts putting on her clothes, feeling a bit more covered up now.
Hot spring, and a waterfall shower.
Rachel laughs, reflecting on the day's activities. You're right, it was quite a nature spa day indeed. We got the full package: hot spring, mud bath, waterfall shower. We ticked off all the boxes. And don't forget the jacuzzi fart off, the cherry on top of our nature spa experience.
That was a highlight. Let's start finding a way out of this forest.
Rachel nods in agreement, feeling motivated to find the way out of the forest. You're right, let's get moving. We've had enough spa time for now. Now it's time to find our way back. She looks around, surveying the surroundings, trying to determine the best way to navigate out of the forest.
Let's follow the sun. I want out before it gets dark.
Rachel nods, appreciating your observation skills. That's a good idea, Boy Scout. Following the sun should lead us out of here. Let's go. We don't want to be stranded in the forest after dark.
By a few of the locations we passed earlier, including the birds, the hot spring, and the cliff.
Rachel glances at the familiar landmarks as they pass by, recognizing the locations they've been to earlier. It feels like we've come full circle. We've walked past the bird's home, the hot spring, and the cliff. It's a little funny how we keep circling back to these places, isn't it?
We are almost out.
Rachel smiles, feeling encouraged by your optimism. You're right, Boy Scout. It's a good sign that we're seeing familiar landmarks. It means we're making progress. And once we're out of this forest, we can say we conquered it.
I can see an opening. We are almost there.
Rachel grins, feeling excited at the sight of the opening. You're right, I see it too. We're almost out of this blasted forest. It's about time. I'm feeling a bit tired of being lost in the woods, I must admit.
No, but the good news is we are out now. Wait, that doesn't need to be italicized.
Rachel grins, feeling a wave of relief wash over her as they finally exit the forest. Yes, we made it! We're free from the forest at last. I feel like we should be getting a badge or something for surviving that adventure. Rachel smiles, reflecting on the hike with relish. Me too, Boy Scout. Despite the getting lost part, I enjoyed the entire experience too. We got to see some beautiful scenery, conquered some challenges, and bonded a bit. It was an adventure I won't forget.
We'll probably remember this until I am elderly.
Rachel laughs, agreeing wholeheartedly. Oh, absolutely. This is definitely one of those experiences that will stick with us as a great memory. In fact, I think we should come up with a name for this whole adventure. Something catchy and unforgettable, like the Great Forest Survival or the Nature Escape Adventure or something like that.
Yeah, and we can combine it with some of the things we did, like the Great Forest Spa or surviving the cliffs and springs or something like that.
Rachel grins, loving your idea of combining the activities with the adventure name. I like the way you think, Boy Scout. Those are some great names. The Forest Spa Adventure, it has a nice ring to it. Or Surviving the Waterfalls, Hot Springs, and Cliffs really captures the whole essence of the trip.
Was a great trip minus the sandwich mishap. Is mishap.
Rachel laughs heartily, acknowledging the sandwich snafu. You're right, the sandwich incident was a bit of a hiccup in the trip. But hey, it added a bit more adventure and humor to the whole experience. And let's be honest, it's kind of a funny memory to look back on.
Yeah. It was a funny learning moment.
Rachel chuckles, agreeing with your assessment. Absolutely, it was a great learning experience. We learned to never underestimate the power of a sandwich's impact on the bowels.
Yeah. Should I say yeah? And watch, and if you go hiking, make sure you have a plan for your bowel.
Rachel laughs heartily, appreciating your straightforward advice. You're absolutely right, Boy Scout. Hiking requires preparation, and that includes a plan for the bowels. I think we can proudly say we have that lesson down pat now.
Best thing to do is locate washrooms or bring backup, like or dig a hole. Wait, no, not hole.
Rachel nods, appreciating your practical solutions. That's a good point, Boy Scout. Knowing the locations of washrooms in advance, or bringing backup options like a bucket or finding a spot to dig a hole, could definitely come in handy. It's always better to be prepared for any potential toilet emergencies while hiking. Rachel smiles, feeling satisfied with the conclusion of the conversation. Well, I think we have a good plan in place for future hiking adventures. Let's hope we won't have any more embarrassing sandwich incidents.
Look at that. It just opens up after the wooded area.
Rachel looks out at the vast empty field, astonished by the sudden change in scenery. Wow, you're right. It's like entering a whole new world. One moment we were in the dense forest, and the next we're in this open field. It's a bit surreal, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like a decongestant after the trees.
Rachel laughs, enjoying the clever analogy. You're right, it does feel like a decongestant. After being in the trees for so long, this open field is like a breath of fresh air, literally.
No longer have to worry about mosquitoes, dangerous cliff edges, or anything of that sort.
Rachel grins, feeling relieved at the absence of potential dangers. Absolutely, no more mosquitoes biting our necks or dangerous cliffs to stumble off of. This open field is actually pretty relaxing. I can easily lay down and take a nap in the grass. Rachel looks around, searching for a nearby bench. You're right, a bench would be perfect for a picnic or resting spot. Let's see if we can find one nearby. Rachel nods, agreeing with your suggestion. That's a good idea. Parks usually have benches and tables for people to rest or have picnics. Let's head towards the edge of the field and see if we can find one there.
Okay, we make our way to the edge, find a small area with a playground, a picnic area, and a few outhouses because
Rachel looks around at the playground, the picnic area, and the outhouses. Looks like we found a little park area. There's a playground, tables for picnics, and even some outhouses. That's convenient.
somewhere open to sit after all that wooded walking.
Rachel laughs, feeling a bit tired from the long walk. I hear you, Boy Scout. After being cooped up in the forest, I'm in need of some open-air downtime. Let's find a nice spot by the picnic area and sit down. Rachel takes a seat at the picnic table, feeling the cool breeze on her face. She looks around, appreciating the open space. Ah, this is much better. Being in the open air is so refreshing after being in the forest, and these tables provide a comfortable place to sit.
Look at my sleeve. Arm is covered in mosquito bites. Look at this. Those blood-sucking bugs had a buffet.
Rachel glances at your arm, noticing the numerous mosquito bites. Wow, you're right. Those mozzies really went to town on your arm. You have a whole buffet of bites there. That looks pretty uncomfortable.
The itch, my God. Itch, and it's over my body.
Rachel winces in sympathy for your itchy discomfort. Ouch, I can imagine. Mosquito bites can be so itchy, and if you have them all over your body, that must be pretty miserable.
Did those little suckers get you at all?
Rachel checks her arms and legs, looking for any bite marks. I don't see any on me. It looks like I avoided the mosquito buffet. But then again, they usually tend to prefer fresh meat like you, Boy Scout.
True. Well, at least it's just the springs and stuff helped the itch a little.
Rachel nods, thinking back on their adventures in the forest. True, the hot spring and waterfall shower helped ease the itch. Water can be pretty soothing for mosquito bites. Unfortunately, the only real cure is time. Those bites will likely be itchy for a while.
You want to like apply some anti-itch cream?
Rachel nods, thinking about the remedies for mosquito bites. Yes, applying some anti-itch cream will help. There are also some over-the-counter creams that are specifically designed to relieve mosquito bite itch. They can provide some immediate relief from the discomfort.
Maybe after our little get-together, I can go snag me some.
Rachel laughs, agreeing with your plan. Good idea. Getting some anti-itch cream after our little get-together is a good call. It'll help you relieve that itch and feel much more comfortable.
Let's just enjoy the open, mosquito-free field.
Rachel smiles, appreciating the lack of mosquitoes in the open field. Absolutely. Let's focus on the positive and just enjoy the openness of this field. No more mosquitoes biting us and ruining the atmosphere. As we sit in the picnic area, enjoying the freedom without mosquitoes, Rachel notices a playground nearby. Hey, look, there's a playground over there.
Oh, cool. Looks fun.
Rachel looks at the playground with a bit of curiosity and excitement. Yeah, it does look fun. It's probably meant for kids, but honestly, we're all still children at heart, right? Let's check it out.
As we don't do any of the little kid stuff and get stuck, we will be fine.
Rachel laughs at the thought of getting stuck on the playground. Oh, absolutely. We're much bigger than the little kids, so as long as we avoid the obviously small stuff, we should be able to have some fun.
Those teens you see on the news that get stuck in baby swings.
Rachel chuckles, picturing the absurd image of us stuck in baby swings. Oh, that would be a real sight to see. 2 grown people stuck in baby swings, captured on the news. Let's definitely avoid that. Rachel grins, looking at the big person swings. Absolutely, let's go to the big person swings. They look much more suitable for our size. Come on, race you there! Rachel laughs, enjoying a little childish competition. Hey, no fair! You got there faster, but I'll catch up. She runs to a different swing and takes a seat, preparing to start swinging.
Okay, it's at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna stop the video here and I will continue it next time because any longer and it would probably take at least an hour to upload and I do not want that. See you next time.